My name is Thomas. I lead our sales team at Kritik, and I'm very excited to welcome you to our workshop today. The main question we need to ask ourselves whenever we're introducing any technology, and quite frankly, whenever we're doing any new initiative, is what are you trying to achieve? What is the goal that we're trying to achieve? What problem are we looking to solve? The broad strokes, general themes will always be about half of software implementations fail. Why do they fail? Probably a number of different reasons. And so I'm going to propose 4 recommendations, 4 strategies. Product features and functions are important, but it's not the only thing. We mentioned implementation plans. We mentioned training and onboarding. Train the trainer versus vendor-led. I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all option here. Work with your teams and leverage the internal tools that you have or the vendor tools that they have. Is there a way to increase the adoption of the subject matter? One of the common tools that our customers use is something that's called a scaffolding assessment, where in essence, instead of having a paper, regardless of length, but instead of having a 20-page paper be the one and only activity that you launch in your course, do it in sections. Have them develop their introduction, have them develop their points separately, have them develop their conclusion, and develop these as separate activities. This, again, through a peer assessment model, will give greater opportunity for your students to learn about this and stretches it out over a period of time. And just a quick note on soft skill development. Just as a statistic, a recent study found that 99.2% of employers think that proficient critical thinking skills are essential, while only about 56% of graduates are proficient upon graduation. One of the easiest metrics, and probably one of the, I don't want to say the most important, because I think there's a multitude of metrics that can be measured. But if we're talking about technology, you are ultimately going to talk about adoption, whether your stakeholders are the professors, whether they are the students, whether it's a combination of both. Seeing individuals jump in, use the tool is probably one of your leading indicators. How they use the tool and if it affects something else like student engagement, if it affects something like retention rates, if it affects things like, even from a professor perspective, some type of a metric that measures, if they are more efficient, if there's a decreased burden on them. At the end of the day, it's some version of adoption will likely drive that.